Okay, I am back. I have returned from my hiatus. I was on vacation in Japan for a couple weeks. I am back, I am refreshed, and Alex is almost here. He is not quite out just yet, but the final wave of Alex videos has dropped, and that means that we all get to experience the joy of level 7 CPU slop. Capcom will not let anyone show the highest level CPU gameplay. They limit it to CPU level 7, and CPU level 7 is mostly garbage. It's just like DI spamming 24/7. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to go through all of the new footage and try and cut it down to just the interesting stuff and cut out all of the DIs and two-hit combos. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to hit subscribe, and let's get into it. Cute little combo. What was that? He does neutral jump, heavy kick, drive rush, crouch heavy punch into stance elbow, which is forward punch, and then juggle into level 1. It's cute. He looks like he's gonna be annoying to fight. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this character is kind of giving me El Fuerte vibes, and I mean that in the most derogatory way possible. Wait, hang on. What just happened? That's kind of interesting. So, that's the back turn command grab, right? Because he punished it from the other side? I didn't even think that was possible, but I guess that is possible. So, kind of interesting interaction here. Because Alex is facing the wrong way during the recovery of this stance jump into the dive, because he's facing the wrong way, this counts as being back turned. So when the other Alex, the nostalgia Alex, goes for EX command grab here, it doesn't actually do EX command grab, and it goes into the back turn backdrop instead. I knew you could do the EX command grab out of like heavy flash chop, but I didn't know it also activates just raw like that if your opponent's facing the wrong way. Kind of a rare interaction. Oh, this is crazy, by the way. So, I think so far, one thing about Alex that to me looks like it's going to be very strong is his EX DP. This thing combos off like any grounded hit. It looks really fast, and we know from the other video, like the character breakdown video, that you cannot back roll after this thing. This is like a hard knockdown, and he's plus after a dash here. So I think that's going to be like the Oki ender in most situations. I think you're going to want to end a lot of combos with EX DP, because I think you just get dash into a mix every time. A lot of the time, it feels like Prowler Stance as an automatic follow-up from Medium Axe is mostly just for Oki. So you can do the Punish Counter Stomp, Drive Rush Crouch Heavy Punch into Medium Axe. This then transitions into Prowler Stance, but most of the footage we've seen so far doesn't actually get a juggle here. It seems like you just use the Prowler Stance to get Oki instead, like this. Over the limit. How much does this do? I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of expecting the special level 2 that you can only do off EX backdrop to do like unusually high damage. But I don't know. This is a very short combo, right? Up until this point, this is just like stand fierce into heavy chop into EX backdrop. So like there's only 3 moves in this combo. Into level 2. I don't know. I feel like I was expecting that to do more. It looks like it's probably a little bit more than his regular level 2. But it's certainly nowhere close to Terry's level 2 nonsense. Terry can't land that out of a command grab. Neither can Alex. Just to be clear, Alex's special level 2 can only be done out of EX backdrop, which is not his command grab. It's a follow-up to back turn state. So he can't do EX power bomb into level 2. That is not a thing, as far as I'm aware, at least. Yeah, except for that one very weird interaction which happened earlier, but I wouldn't rely on that in a match. Maybe there could be a gimmick where, like, after you block an EXDP, like Ken's EXDP or something, you dash under so that you can get back turn on the recovery and then do EX SPD into level 2. That could be a thing. But 99% of the time you won't be able to do that. Wait, excuse me? What was that Oki? That's insane. Wait, he gets a... Please tell me he doesn't get a safe jump off this from, like, full screen. That's wild. He does charge stand fierce into heavy flash chop into the same side EX grab follow up, which leaves him, like, full screen, but then he does a forward jump. That looks like a safe jump. Also, this stand heavy kick looks absolutely insane. He really gets a safe jump off that from there? That crouch heavy punch looks like a pretty good anti-air. This is good news for me, by the way. This is good news for me personally, because I absolutely fucking stink at doing DP anti-airs. So if he's got like a brain dead normal that he can fall back on for scrubs like me, I will definitely be a crouch fierce abuser. Oh, that was a nice little sequence. Wait, so you can do... If I'm seeing that correctly, you can do drive rush jab into crouch fierce, which is a pretty privileged link to have. We get drive rush jab. Yeah, crouch fierce. So light to heavy on drive rush or punish counter is always a good thing to have. You don't want to be doing light to medium if possible. Have we discovered why it's always level 7 and not level 8? I think the reasoning is that Capcom doesn't want Alex to be hitting the max damage optimals before people have had a chance to play him. Oh wait, let's check this. Okay, someone earlier said... Oh my god, wait, are you fucking serious? That's a bar and a half of drive gauge damage, and also heavy chop is plus on block. The question for me, okay, here's the big question. This is drive rush. What I need to know urgently is if Alex does charged heavy punch into heavy chop, is that a block string or can you parry in the middle? Because if it's a block string, I'm very scared. I don't think I've seen it get interrupted so far. I'm sure after drive rush it's a block string, but I need to know about non-drive rush. It's a true block string because it locks if you do charge heavy punch into DI. So DI is what, like 20... like 27 frames? 26? So if heavy flash chop is less than 26 frames startup, then that's a true block string, in which case, good luck with that. I generally don't advise trying to do frame counts based on video footage because it doesn't end up being very accurate. But I'll wait and see on that one. Oh, that was sneaky. Oh my god. That sequence was insane. Hold on. Punish counter stomp. Drive rush crouch fierce. Medium axe into stance. Then from the stance, he does the jump follow up. Comes down with the deep cross up jump light kick. And then does crouch heavy punch into stance. Into crouch jab. Into stance lariat. Into stand light kick. Into DP. That was crazy. This character has some crazy combo routes, because he can do heavy into a stance light, into a stance heavy, into a regular light, into a special. Like, that's a driveless combo.
Now, the shutter opens and the battlefield opens.
What the fuck? Is this AI?
This is a fight where I can't afford to lose.
Is it translating Alex's voice? Is that what it's doing? Oh my god, what the fuck? God, YouTube is a terrible website. This normal, I don't know what normal this is. Is this stand medium kick? This thing. It's back medium kick? This is looking very similar to Cody's stand medium kick from Street Fighter 5, which was like one of the best normals in that game. Yeah, look at that combo. I think it's the same combo as before, but I'm still kind of like amazed that he gets so many consecutive moves without spending any drive. You can get to do crouch fierce, stance jab, stance lariat, stand light kick special. Stance input is down in 2 punches, same as Aki's stance. Oh, okay, so there we see a property that was mentioned, I think, all the way back in the original dev blog. So if you counter hit someone with slash elbow out of stance, it becomes a launcher. So this launch effect only happens on counter hit, and then you get a juggle afterwards. God damn. It's so crazy how like he gets to have 2 fucking S tier music themes in this game. Both the Jam Project and the Jazzy NYC. How are you gonna have 2 top tier themes in Street Fighter 6? Oh, no combo? Oh yeah, I guess this is something to talk about. So, slightly unexpected property of Alex's level 2. So, if you hit Alex's level 2 on an airborne opponent, like in a juggle or as an anti-air, rather than going into the cinematic, it wall splats, and you can combo off this wall splat if you have them in the corner. We haven't seen much in the way of like how much you can get off this juggle. I think in the gameplay breakdown video they show it going into just DP, but I'd like to see like what is possible here. Oh, wait, that was cool. What was that combo? Hold up. We've got a DI wall splat into crouch heavy punch, medium axe, stance, and then has enough time to juggle stance heavy punch. Or the, oh no, this is stance medium punch, correction. Into DP. That's the first juggle I've seen that like maintains the juggle through the stance. I love that sound effect, man. This might be the new most satisfying sound in the game over Aki's Toxic Blossom sound effect. They might have created an even more satisfying sound effect, and it's the red spark effect on his stance moves. That shit is crack cocaine to my ears. Wow, unnecessary roughness, the BM critical art. Well, you killed him. This is a visual metaphor of what's about to happen in the balance patch on March 17th. This is what we gotta look forward to. This is foreshadowing right here. Oh, wow. Oh, that was sick. That was really cool. So, like, one of the things about Alex's stance that I was thinking about is that because Alex cannot block when he's in stance. So what I was thinking is he gonna be extremely vulnerable to DI when he's in stance because he can't block? And it looks like he actually has good answers for DI because the charged version of Lariat gains armor. So he armors through it and then gets this huge punish. No, I don't think his stance will be low enough to low profile DIs like Aki can. Oh, okay, well there's your answer. 5 seconds later, the question has been answered. So he goes into stance here, and DI does connect. So no, he cannot low profile DIs. It does look, I will say, it looks like he gets absolutely zero Oki off SPD. Like, he resets to nearly full screen, and it looks like he's barely plus at all from the animation. Which, I mean, this is standard, right? This is Alex has never been a grappler, like a pure grappler. He's not a Zangief. He's more of a brawler, so thankfully it looks like his command grab basically just resets to neutral, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Oh, I guess, yeah. So I think a few people saw this. We do see a kind of weird interaction here, which is that Alex is in stance, and then Viper's overhead fully whiffs, point blank. It was such a weird interaction that the CPU basically froze in response to it. So a lot of people think that as a result of this, that he's going to have like insanely low profile, but I don't think that's the case. I think this is just a weird interaction. I do not think this implies that Alex is actually like fucking Aki Coward Crouch levels of low profile. Like, he's definitely lower than normal. He's lower than Crouch, but I don't think he's that low. I think it's just Viper having a slightly weird hitbox on her overhead. What the heck was this combo? Perfect parry. Oh, Crouch Fierce launches on punish counter. I did not know that. That was a cool combo. So we got punish counter, Crouch Fierce, stance Lariat, which also juggles into DP. That was cute. Oh, cute combo. Punish counter charge heavy kick into charge heavy punch. Haven't seen that before. Alex is carried by his new theme song. It's the power of Jam Project, man. You can make me hype for anything. You can make a trailer that was just like, here's all of the buffs Akuma is gonna get next season to Demon Flip. And I'd be like, fuck yeah, if it had the right Jam Project theme attached. Holy, wow, that just kept going. What was that combo? Crouch jab, DRC, stand jab, stand medium punch, DRC, back medium kick, crouch heavy punch, stance, crouch jab, lariat, stand light kick level 2, I think? Yeah, that was a cool combo. I want to see a DI though. If you're lucky, we might get one more random DI. Literally the first thing off the animation. Alright. Alright, I think that's enough CPU level 7 slot. Alright, so I guess that's the last wave of content for Alex before the big day. So I guess my final impressions before getting a chance to actually play this character is, for me, he's currently riding a very narrow line between I think this character looks cool and I think this character looks like a gimmick machine. And I haven't made my mind up yet, so I'm definitely going to give him a try when he comes out, but I can't really decide which side of that equation he falls on. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next video.